What Ansley did in her 6 years of life, most people wish that they could do in a lifetime.
She was a kid that everybody would get along with, everybody loved. She was extremely goofy. Her goal, I'm pretty sure every single day, was to make whoever she was around laugh. I am Chelsea Johnson. I am Ansley's mom. Ansley woke up one morning kicking, screaming, crying of a headache. I called the doctor. We took her in. By the time that we got to the doctors, she was fine, so they thought it was just a sinus infection. Exactly a week later, the following Monday, she had another headache that she woke up with in the morning, kicking, screaming, called the doctor again. So they did a CT scan, came back in, pulled me out of the room, and told me that she had mass on her brain. So she went in for her MRI, and the doctor came in before she ever came back and told us that it was cancer, and the place that it was inoperable.
That's a girl, yes.
My mother-in-law worked at Jarrett Ford, which is where Lisa would take her vehicles to.
I said, but let's schedule a time for you to bring your granddaughter out, and her mom and her sister. So when she first came to us, at that time, the body started showing signs of breakdown in the pathways of walking. So initially our goal was to preserve her ability to walk as long as we possibly could. And that's what we were utilizing the horses for.
She was working on her core strength. They would play a lot of games, so she had to throw balls or do different things. So she was working really a lot of her body. She would have to groom the horses as well, which was working all of her extremities.
Ansley ended up getting a cold. And that cold is what really impacted the change.
She was in the hospital for an PICU for about a week, and she came out with a feeding tube, not able to eat or drink on her own anymore. She wasn't able to walk.
When we couldn't utilize the farm in her best interest, I then packed up the farm and went to her. But I knew that I wasn't going to give up on her.
So Lisa started coming to our house and working with her at our house. When Ansley could no longer support anything, she was at least moving her so that her body would stay comfortable. It wouldn't get stiff or, extremely uncomfortable. She continued to come to the house to help her.
That then eventually went to the place I didn't want to ever get to, but was being by her bedside the day before she passed with her sister Addie. And to be witness to the entire dynamics of the family during that time was life-changing for me. I knew we had to keep her legacy alive here. And my first thought was, okay, we'll do a scholarship in her name. But that wasn't enough. For me, that wasn't enough. I wanted people to ask questions about who she was. I wanted them to see her name here every day. And that's when we came up with the idea of the Equine Assisted Learning Center in her name. When we met with Chelsea and her husband Robert to present our proposal of this building, I threw out there, I'm like, listen, we're gonna build this Equine Assisted Learning Center in your daughter's name. And at first they just kind of looked at me, and I said, this is what we need to do, and we're gonna figure out how to do it. And they said, we're all in with you. We're all in with you. And so we came home from that meeting, pulled into the driveway, and we saw double rainbows. connecting my house to the farm. And I knew then that's what we were gonna do. Ansley's Army of Angels Equine Assisted Learning Center. When you walk in, you're first gonna see a big, comfy, family room style group area. We hope that this will be used for group therapy sessions, family sessions, whatever we need it to be used for. When you walk a little further to the left is gonna be a private counseling room. But my favorite part is the deck on the back that overlooks the horses. That's what Ansley came for every week.
And we're gonna leave the present behind, and we're going to look into the future.
Since Ansley's passing, we have had the privilege of working with Addie, her sister, Chelsea, her mom, and a group of their cousins who are also struggling.
We did horse painting for her and I to help our bond because we've had a little bit of a harder time. We grew apart a lot during Ansley's illness. Lisa and Marissa are just phenomenal. They have talked to her a lot and she's become extremely comfortable with them, that she's really now opening up.
We always say our Emerald M family, right? We always say that. But this truly has taken it to a whole new level.
She has become a part of our family, and we would be lost right now if we didn't have her in our lives.
If I was able to talk to Ansley one last time, 2 words come to mind, and that is thank you.